Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really far over here. We have a light out, but I guess it's okay. It looks a little bit darker in here, but it's not too bad. It gives you the fall spooky vibes, right?
Always.
I am so excited. Anytime it hasn't rained in the last couple of days, but whenever it does rain in the fall, oh man, I love that cloudy overcast.
I'm just waiting for the leaves.
Oh man.
Just waiting for the leaves.
I scheduled our family pictures to be at the end of October when the leaves are like changing and falling
I'm
and
about
stuff.
to schedule mine.
Gosh, yeah, so good.
Are you sure you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I feel like it's quiet.
No, maybe you just need to speak up. Did you figure out what number you are?
I think I'm 3.
Yeah, you are. Look at it. That's right. Yeah, that's right. We're both up. That sounds good.
Does it say 3?
No, I can just see it over there.
Oh, okay, we're good. That's fine.
So you had a birthday this week, but not the best week.
No.
Was it? Okay. No, it wasn't on your birthday, but
No, it was
the night before.
Late Sunday night.
Okay. Well, I was thinking the late. Oh, so you got sick first.
Yeah, so I got sick late Sunday night. Hit me out of nowhere. Pretty much one of the worst sicknesses I've ever had.
And we'll leave it at that.
We're going to leave it at that. No, I wasn't terrible, but I was like, either I'm going to own it and just own that I got that sick or cry about it. So I told Katie.
Oh, yeah.
And she told Clayton.
Oh, lovely.
So when I got to youth group, because I lead the high school girls at youth group on Wednesday nights, and I'm sitting there and I'm eating my pizza, and it's like the first thing I've ate in like
3 days or whatever.
Much, yeah. And I'd gone back to work Wednesday, and Clayton comes up to me, and I thought he was going to be like, happy birthday. And he goes, hey, you had a week? And I was like, oh no,
well, no. Just bring in 25 nice and strong.
Apparently, but he was dying. And I was like, he's like, that's just like terrible. But I guess like Katie said that he throws up a lot. Like he's the guy that like, yeah.
Oh
like,
my.
Like tons of like horror stories. And so I guess when Katie got home from work Wednesday, she went up to Clayton and was like, you've got to hear this. I was like, so Clayton, we're not going to talk about this ever again.
Yeah. We're just going to pretend it never happened.
Yeah, but
then so you thought it was food poisoning.
Yeah, so I thought it was food poisoning.
It was a virus, apparently.
It must have been because their dad had thrown up Sunday morning. And then they went and they hung out with him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But then I got sick Sunday night. I wasn't around him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I had Thai Express Sunday afternoon. I've never ate there before. And
which I heard is a very reputable place.
Yeah, and I always wanted to go because I was like, I haven't had pad Thai in years. Like that kind of sounds good.
Yeah.
I will never have pad Thai ever again.
But we found out it's not that, right?
I don't know. That's the weird thing though, is I don't know. So I got sick and I pretty much slept all day Monday. Mm-hmm. And straight up, I lost 6 pounds in one day. That's the diet insane? I need. I don't recommend it. But then he comes to get the boys Tuesday, like early evening, and because I didn't go to work Monday or Tuesday because I was like, no, I can't. No, it's not happening. I'm not going to go chase around a bunch of 2- and 3-year-olds.
Well, and at that point, you didn't know if it was a virus. And you're like, I'm not going to spread this virus around.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm going to stay home one more day, try to rest and recuperate, recover. So he leaves with the boys, and he decided to take them to Target. Now, all day Tuesday, Aiden had been saying that his tummy was kind of hurting. Uh-oh. But he does that sometimes. Like, if he hasn't gone to the bathroom in a few days, which he hadn't, he will say, like, my tummy hurts. So I wasn't, like, super concerned about it because he was still, like, he was he was kind of lounging a little bit more Tuesday, but he wasn't really acting sick. And so, and mine came out of nowhere. Like, mine was like, I started feeling nauseous at 11 and an hour and a half later.
Well, yeah, because you came to my house for dinner and you were totally fine.
Literally totally fine.
Yeah.
I was 100% fine. I felt
well, and knock on wood, but I didn't get sick.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, so he's probably just needs to go to the bathroom. Well, his dad calls me and he goes, Aiden just threw up all over the Target cart. Like, threw up all over their Hot Wheels, like, twice. And so I'm like...
Like in the toy aisle?
Like, they were in the Target cart, and Aiden just all over the Target cart.
So what did he do?
I think he, like, whenever he called me, it sounded like he had people over there kind of helping. I guess they had to throw a couple Hot Wheels away because of how bad it was. So that happened, and of course, part of me was like, I need to go get my baby. And then the other part of me was like, well, this is co-parenting, so.
Yeah, have fun. So then that's 2 down, you and him.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't have food poisoning, or maybe he got it from his dad on Sunday. I don't know.
Yeah.
So then
that was Tuesday.
That was Tuesday.
So it was 2 days later. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Wednesday morning, I wake up and their dad had texted me and was like, Alex threw up all over my bed.
Oh.
And I was like,
gee. Oh no.
So thankfully, my mom is a saint, and she watched the boys all day Monday for me because of how terrible I felt.
Yeah.
And then she kept them during school on Wednesday. Then she kept them Wednesday night when I was at youth group because I was like, I can't skip. Like, I made a commitment, you know? And so, yeah, he threw up all over his dad's bed.
Oh my gosh.
So, and now Curtis said that Alex was like down for the count after that. Like, Alex pretty much laid all day Wednesday like I did on Monday.
Yep.
But Aiden apparently was like Gucci. Like, after he threw up, he was like, let's do this. Let's play. We're good.
And then he never had any more?
Nope. And Alex didn't either. Just one time.
Really?
Which for me, it was twice.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah,
you know.
Right.
But for them, it was just, they both threw up one time and then they were good.
So whenever we saw Alex on Wednesday night, we were out walking and they were Alex wasn't outside. Your mom and the 2 littles were. But Alex looked terrible.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he looked awful.
Yeah.
I was like, are you okay? He looked like he had been sleeping all day. His eyes were puffy and all that. But like we would, you know, because the boys, when we walk and ride on the bikes, they have to stop when they get to a corner or stop when they get to a stop sign. And every time he'd stop, he put his head down on his handlebars. And I go, we need to go back home. Buddy, you do not feel good. Because Parker's like, oh, let's see if he wants to go ride. So we just asked. So Alex and Aiden both came with us.
I didn't know that. Aiden was fine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were. In fact, Aiden crashed. But, of course, he got up and walked. I mean, he was just fine. But, yeah, we went out. And I said, okay, Parker, just stay away from them.
Yeah.
You know, they're just riding bikes,
they're
you know.
They're totally fine.
So, I was like, Alex, are you up for this? He's like,
he just wanted to see Park.
Yes. But yeah, we got to the second corner or the second stop sign. And I was like,
we're going to go.
We need to go back home. And Parker's like, what? I'm like, look at him. He looks so pitiful.
He literally laid all day. And then when I got back from church, he was already asleep on the couch, still in his clothes.
Oh, and that's not like him.
No. And so I had to change him. And then he went to the bathroom. He went directly back to his bed and laid down and fell asleep. But no one else. Andrew did not get it. And I feel like by now he would have.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Well, all 3 of you, yeah.
Yeah. So, but thankfully, after Wednesday, Alex was like, he woke up yesterday morning. He's like, can I have toast?
Oh.
Yeah, he was totally fine all day yesterday.
Oh,
obviously, I kept him home to be safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the crazy. But now their dad has not felt good.
And your mom.
And my mom. But they haven't gotten like sick.
See, I'm glad we're far apart here.
I'm good. I'm good now.
I want whatever you guys have.
But like they aren't feeling good. Like they're like nauseous and they're exhausted.
I was gonna say your mom said fatigue.
Yes,
and,
but she
like,
took she took a COVID test and it was negative.
Weird.
So but apparently I've heard from multiple people tell me that this is going around. Like this stomach bug or this like fatigue, feeling tired, kind of nauseous thing is like just going around. So I'm like kind of glad that we got it and we're done.
Yeah.
Like we got it, we're good.
No, thank you.
Because but it was like a really good send off to my birthday week. I was really excited about all of it.
So hopefully now though, everything's good. And then tomorrow night we're going to go celebrate.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to try to do an escape room, which I thought I probably need to like look up some tips or something on escape rooms.
You would.
Well, because I've done it twice and I've never gotten out.
I've never even done it.
So, but my problem is I'm an overthinker, and it's like we'll give you a clue or something. And it's like, rather than just taking it for what it is, I overthink it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people do. So I'm like, okay, I feel like that's the key is like, don't overthink it. Just, what is it? You know what I mean? But I'm not good with like, puzzles.
Then we get in there and I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this.
You're going to be like, I immediately regret this.
The best part is like, it's The Cure. So there's a terrorist attack and they have this virus that's right, isn't that funny? And they have this virus that's like going to like destroy everyone, and we have to find the antidote in an hour.
We can,
because we're like super secret spies.
We can totally save the world in an hour.
I don't think we can.
How many of us? 5 or 6? 6 of us. Okay. We have a pretty good chance, I feel like.
We'll find out. I've never done one. I'm going to get in there.
It's fun.
I'm going to feel claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
They do have like an emergency button, like if you need to go, or if you need to go to the restroom, I think you can like push a button and then they'll like.
So like we all need to just like pee like 3 times before we go in there.
Yes. And you should be fine. I mean, like the 2 times I did it, I didn't, like, it was fine. It is a small room though. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than this room. And there's 6 of us in there for an hour. Yeah. It's kind of intense.
I really hope they have air conditioning.
And I think it counts it down, like towards the end, and it like gets really intense.
Oh, great. Then we're going to be
And it like, I don't know if they have, do you remember, I don't know if they have like the like intense music. It's like, like 5 minutes left. You know what I mean?
I hope they do.
And then it like starts to make your heart race. It's like,
Well, yeah, especially because that you're about to, like, if you don't find it, like the world's gonna end.
Totally.
See,
but I'm not a competitive person or anything. And so it's like, if I don't make it out, I'm like, shucks. But I know some people are like, are you kidding me? We didn't make it out. I'm not going to be that person. I'll just be like, oh man, that didn't work out. Okay. Well, that was fun.
Oh, that might be me.
Gary, get your act together, soldier. I was going to say, we've got some pretty smart people in there with us, so we should have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I mean, Carrie's a nurse. So
well, I mean, I feel like, not me, but I was going to say, you're smart. I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, we've got some, I think we have a good
we'll find out. I'm just super excited because I've never done one. I've always wanted to do one.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see how it's going to go.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. So.
And then we get to go. We did FDs.
Oh, I haven't been there. I haven't been there since the last time I was with you. The only 2 times I've been there was with you. But
you're welcome.
Man, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Right?
Yes.
I don't know if I want to get the Hawaiian chicken or like the chicken tenders. And it's my birthday, right?
So I know that Hawaiian chicken was good.
Those chicken tenders, man, because their chicken tenders are like supposed to be like cheddars.
Well, yeah, aren't they owned by the same people or something?
Mm-hmm. They're a little different, but.
Speaking of chicken tenders, I feel like I've been killing it in the kitchen lately. Just like trying, I mean, your chicken parmesan wasn't that big a deal.
It was really good. Of course, I don't think I'll be eating spaghetti for
yeah, that probably is not a good idea.
A very long time.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought that up. Hey, but tonight I am going to make your chicken enchilada dip because my in-laws are coming. So my in-laws just went to Yellowstone and they're coming, or they came back already, but they're coming over for dinner tonight. And so I was like, well, yeah, let's have like a Mexican night. And so anyways, so I was like, I'm going to make the chicken enchilada dip. We'll see how it goes. So
can you put some in a little bowl for me?
Yeah, if it turns out okay.
Because I've been really wanting to make it, but then everything happened, and now I'm like afraid.
Yeah. You should just make like a little. Because would your boys eat it? I know. Parker's.
I don't know.
I feel like Parker's getting better as he's getting a little bit older. Trying new things, but he's
like
still
they love
on the
cheese
fence about
dip
stuff.
But like this has multiple things in it. I don't know if they.
Yeah. It's like, don't think about what's in it. Speaking of, so Parker was watching Unspeakable the other day. So they did, have you ever seen where they put the box, they put things like you can drink, but they only put the straw up.
I've always wanted to do that.
And then you taste it. And so it's like one's fruit punch or like tomato juice or orange juice. And you have to like, so, Unspeakable, those boys are just gross.
Yeah.
They opened a can of like baked beans and put it in the cup. And then and then they put something else, of course, they had tomato juice, but it was like off the wall stuff. And then, it was almost like they poured a can of like enchilada sauce. Like they were drinking it through the straw.
I'm not there yet.
I did not do that on purpose. But anyways,
it's okay.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we ought to do something fun like that, but with like real drinks.
Can we do it tomorrow night?
That's a lot, though. I mean, you have to get a box and like set it all up and like get all the stuff.
We can make it just blindfold.
I don't know if I want to do that. I
watched a couple do it that I love following on TikTok and Instagram. And what they did is they had apple cider vinegar.
Oh.
They had like a milk. They had like a LaCroix. They had something else. So it was actual drinks. But it was so funny. Oh, they had lemon juice, like just straight up lemon juice.
Ouch.
But it was so funny because it's a husband and wife and they always do stuff like that. And I was dying.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could do it.
It was so funny.
Well, and yeah, since it's a wild card of like, you don't know what's going to be in the cup.
I also don't trust myself right now with like exotic flavors.
No. Let's just keep it to the chicken tenders for now.
I think that's probably a good idea. And my fried pickles.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if those are going to set very well either.
I hope so. I've been dreaming of them. I've been dreaming of going.
Maybe just a salad for you.
That might not. I don't know though. Leafy greens right now and just need a chicken tender.
Something, a little bit more hearty, I think. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly. Well, it'll be fun. I think we'll have a good time for sure.
Yeah, then we're going to play games.
Yes. So I had something to say. I was going to say, I came up with this idea the other day it was like last week. You know, I'm always so, I was trying to think of a way to like motivate myself because every day, you know, being a mom is exhausting.
So exhausting.
And it never quits.
Nope.
It's constant.
24/7.
Can I have a snack? Can I go outside? Can I put these on? Can I do my own laundry? I'm doing my own laundry. Can I rearrange the furniture? And I'm like, stop. So I always every day feel exhausted. I feel tired. I feel sluggish. I feel
touched out.
Man. And I'm like, gosh, how do these moms, like Instagram moms, how do they do it? And they look like they have energy and they're all put together every day and they've got their makeup on and they've got their hair done and they're out running errands and like, you know, which some of them may not work. Or I know some of them do. But I'm like, you know what though? This is never going to change. Like this is life. It's never going to change like until we retire, until the boys get old enough and like out of the house. So I woke up one morning and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be that mom that I want to be.
Uh-oh.
And it's like, bless you.
Oh, hold on.
There's another one in there. Okay. Poor Phil mowed the lawn last night and he was all sniffles last night. Okay. But I'm like, I'm just going to be that mom. I'm going to fake it. I'm going to fake that I have energy. Like I'm going to pretend I have energy and I'm going to make my brain think that I have energy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I got up and we've been going on walks almost every single morning. OMG, we've been going on some walks and it is so glorious. First thing in the morning, that crisp fall air, there's literally nothing better on this planet Earth. Speaking of football, you know, last Saturday. Now, granted, it was, you know, my emotional time of the month. I was watching Parker play football and Phil was coaching and I had Lane with me and he was like laying on the little blanket in the grass and I cried. And I was like, this is so perfect because it was like a fall morning and it was like, oh my gosh, like I'm watching him play football and I'm watching him coach and Lane's laying here cooking and he's happy and I just love fall and I love this morning. It's just so gorgeous. And like, I literally started crying and I'm getting teary-eyed like talking about it. And then I came home and I told Phil, I was like, I cried at the game and he's like, why? So I told him and then he got teary-eyed.
Oh, Phil.
And it's like, you know, just like I just love fall so much. And I just, you know, anyways, just grateful and all that stuff. But so back to just being that mom, going on those morning walks, getting some fresh air. And then, like meal prepping and keeping organized and keeping my house clean and just pretending I have energy and just nonstop. Like I'm just going to make my brain think that I'm that mom. And, you know, like, because I always put things off because I'm an overthinker. I put things off because I'm like, well, that's going to be too much work. Because I've been wanting to do that little craft where I dip Lane's butt in orange, and make and I haven't done it yet. Because I'm like, I need to get a paper. And then I'm like, well, what paper am I going to use? Like, what am I going to do with it afterwards? Do I need to get a frame? And then you know what I mean? Like, so my brain goes through the whole thing. And it's like, just grab some paper, grab some paint, and dip his butt and go. Like, you know, I need to be that mom that doesn't overthink it. And she just does it. So I inspired Phil because I said, he goes, you know what? Maybe I need to be that dad. Like, I need to have more energy and I need to be more motivated. And so we've been trying this week. We're like, we're going to be we're going to just be those parents that have a lot of energy, and we're just going to fake it, and we're just going to, make our brains think.
You're going to be exhausted this weekend.
I mean, but then you just wake up the next morning, and then you just tell your brain, like, come on, you got to rally.
I need to do that.
But that's what you got to do, you know? Otherwise, you just go through life like, make it stop.
You're absolutely correct, because that is like, that's kind of like, because that's the mindset that I've been in over the last so many months. Is because, I also like,
and it's never going to let up.
No, like I had daycare kids, and I think that really, that affected my mental health big time.
Yes.
Like couldn't leave the house. I was stretched thin. My kids were acting out. I wasn't spending quality time with them. I was like, there was more kids asking in my house and making messes and no one listening. And there's only so much you can do. And I just remember one day like waking up and crying in the morning before they got there, because I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, this is making me miserable.
Yeah.
And now, like, I love teaching.
Good.
Now, I am exhausted.
Yes.
And it's only 5 hours a day, but you're taking care of 8 to 10 other small children, and you're teaching them. And because, like, we're teaching. Like, we're teaching. Like, we are in there. They are doing crafts every day. We are counting. Like, we're doing letters. Like, I'm planning out my units to like, just to make sure like they're going to continuously learn something. So it's not just like a daycare setting that you're dropping your kids off and going. Like, they're going to come back with more things. And I'm absolutely loving it.
And it's more like because it's there and
it's there
and it's a classroom setting more so than like a daycare.
Yes. And it doesn't feel like a daycare. Like, it feels like we are teaching.
Now, don't you feel like having a schedule is helping?
Yes.
Like having like from 9:30 to 10, we do this. And from 10 to 10:30, we do this. Yeah. And you know what I mean?
And that's what we've been doing. Yeah. I mean, there are some days where it's kind of like, okay, that craft took 15 minutes.
Right.
And that was a 35-minute block. So
oh, shoot.
Like, here's some Legos. Here's some Play-Doh. But because, they're still little. So like, you still have to let them have that time to play and be imaginative and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be able to sit still for activity all day long. They wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. But you guys have time where you go outside and play on the playground and stuff like
recess,
that. Recess. And thank goodness for the beautiful weather.
Yes, and where we are, we're shaded. So we get to sit on this little sidewalk, and where we sit is shaded. But,
awesome.
But I've been really enjoying it, and the teachers are amazing, and my assistant is fantastic, and I've made friends. One of the girls, she's going to go with us tomorrow night.
Awesome.
She's also in her mid-30s.
Okay.
I just swear, it's just like I keep getting more friends that are in their
Literally,
30s.
Yeah, all of us.
All of my friends. All of my
You have
friends.
an old soul.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're old, but I mean older.
I don't think you're old. Like, whenever I met you and Carrie, and her name's Heather, I never would have thought you guys were in your 30s until you said something. And then I was like, so is it like just the fact that I don't feel my age, and so I just didn't notice that you guys were in your 30s? Or is it like you guys are just seem so young? I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I've always been friends with people that are older. So it's weird that we're friends because you're so much younger.
But I've always been friends with people that are older than me because I've never like acted my age.
Yeah.
And I feel like
well, you had to grow up faster because the boys, you know, so fast.
And it was funny though, because like one of the times we'd come to visit, one of his brother or sister-in-law had said like, we're older than you, but you've lived like a lot more life than we have. And so I think that's like one of the things is like I've lived so much life in the last 7 years that I feel like I should be in my 30s at this point with everything that I've gone through. Yeah. Rather than being 25.
I mean, absolutely.
Which I guess it's a blessing and a curse because I'm 25. So like I still have time.
Yeah.
Like there are people that aren't married yet at 25, you know, like.
I didn't get married till I was 27.
Yeah. So like I have time still.
And I didn't have Parker till I was 29.
Yeah. So I have time to still like find my person and, you know, live my life and stuff like that. And so, but.
Well, I was going to say, so this is a good send off into 25 is like, be that mom. You know, be that mom and just trick your brain into thinking that you have that energy and you
I
can
need
do
to do
it
that because I've been
organized and all that stuff.
Because I've been exhausted from teaching because like I go from teaching and come home to my kids, I'm cleaning. And then the first 2 weeks of school though, we had something going on every night and on the weekend for 2 weeks straight. And I think that like did me in. Like, I think that it was like, I sat there and I was like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why was I complaining so much that I couldn't leave the house? Like,
Yeah.
I just want to lay down in my bed.
Yeah.
But now, like, we're getting back on a schedule. Football's only one night a week.
Yes.
And it's only a couple weeks. Like, it's not super long. And I didn't sign him up for soccer. I'm going to wait till basketball starts in January.
Yep.
Like,
Same.
give mommy a break. Like,
yes.
I want to enjoy the fall.
Yes.
I don't want to.
And Christmas and all this.
Yeah. I want to enjoy, like, I want to go into Silver Dollar City after school one day. I don't have to worry about soccer practice.
Yes.
You know, or something. So, although I love soccer and I love soccer in the fall. And so part of me was like, dang it. But
at least you got the football experience.
Yeah. And I'll coach him in the spring, you know, and it will be fun. But yeah, so
it'll be good.
I
know. I'm looking forward to enjoying fall too, because I feel like we're already like through the middle of September, and I'm like, where's it going?
It's going to be in the 90s next week.
See, that's why I just need to stay inside with my air conditioning. Okay, I got to get going because we got to get the boys around and get them ready. So, but that's our inspiration for the weekend is be that mom.
Be that mom.
And trick your brain.
Don't feel guilty though. Like if you get tired, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, of course.
Because those Instagram moms, they're showing.
True.
Most of them show the highlight reel, right? Then you have the few that show the highlight reel, but then you get on their stories and they're showing you the actual, like, this is my life.
My thing is, like, how do these moms wake up and put a full face of makeup on at like 8 a.m.?
Their kids sleep through the night.
I mean, I guess my kids sleep through the night. But I just have no energy in the morning to like get up and put a full face of makeup on. I only do it on Friday morning.
I've been doing the.
So usually Fridays are the days that I go do stuff.
I have literally gone like the whole summer not wearing makeup, hair in a bun. In fact, when we went to Raylan's sister's birthday party, his grandma had picked him up a couple times when I was watching him, and she looks at me and she goes, "I almost didn't recognize you," and I was like, "Why?" She goes, "Your hair's down." I was like, "Oh," and everyone started laughing. And then later, as it got hot because we were at the pool, I put it up. She goes, "There's the Megan I know," and I was like, "I don't know if I should cry or laugh right now." Like,
but in all fairness, it's usually up because you work out.
Yes, I work out. I have an army of children in my house, and so, but I have been makeup on every day, hair done, curled, straightened, because I'm going to work.
There you go. But does it make you feel better?
It does make me feel a little better. Yeah. But in the mornings, I have the Alani. I have the Alani energy, and I'm like this.
It's tough. But then it makes you feel good because I feel like Fridays are such good days for me. Because I start them out, I get up early. I'm forced to get up early and then get my makeup on and, you know, hair and all that stuff. And then it's like, I feel good for like the rest of my day. I feel like I can like conquer my day.
I'm not yawning as much at school anymore. Because like the first 2 weeks, even my sister.
Are you going to bed earlier?
I've been going to bed by 11, which is good for me.
That's a good time. Okay.
And I'm just trying to keep pumping it up because I need to get the boys back to sleep between 8 and 8:30 so I can have like an hour and a half to myself.
Yep.
I need to not take a nap after school because I've been so tired.
Yes.
Obviously, too, I had some stress the first couple weeks, which you know about, and I was just exhausted mentally and physically. But
but yeah, the earlier you can go to bed,
exactly.
If you can power through your nap and then go to bed earlier, even if it's like 10 or 10:30.
I would, if I could go to sleep at 10:30, I would just like. I feel like I would buy myself a reward.
I mean, you should, because then you're going to wake up the next morning and feel rested.
Exactly. So I think that's my thing. I need to push through the nap. The problem is when I rock Andrew.
Yeah, see, that's your problem.
Just go, I'm like, oh no.
See, that's why I don't rock my kids. I'm like, okay, time for a nap, bye. And I just put him in his little crib and walk away.
Well, if I ever have another one, I'll do that.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. I mean, I love him, of course, and I go, I love you so much. I love you so much. Okay, bye.
You literally just like lay him down and walk away. She goes, I just put Layden to sleep. She walks in, she walks out, and I'm like, what? She's like, what? I'm like,
that's how I've done. Literally, that's how it's been since the day he's been born.
Why is he not crying?
Him and Parker both. The day they were born, like I never, ever, ever rocked them. I mean, I held him and I held him and I cuddled and all that stuff. But then it's like when it's time for like solid nap time, it's like, okay, bye. Like I'm not gonna sit down and just hold him. So, anyways, okay,
yes,
we gotta go. Have a good weekend. Have a good fall weekend.
I don't know if it's gonna be really fall, but
I mean, well, whatever. We'll just trick our brains into thinking it's fall.
Bye.